Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome to ChrisStillBeTalkin, the only K-pop reaction channel in the whole of YouTube. Because facts, and welcome to a brand new Dancer Reacts 2. And I'm really looking forward to this as we will be checking out some 17 content. And as some of you guys should know, if you guys are long-term watchers, I am a fellow Carrot. I've been watching 17 content for a minute. I love 17 content. I love the music videos, the dance practices. I personally think they're one of the best groups to perform, period. What the hell? To perform, period. That being said, obviously you Arohas know, and you Engines know, and you Moas know that I also appreciate all you other guys as well, but 17 are close to my heart. That being said, if you do want to check out more 17 content, I will leave a 17 playlist at the very end as well on the channel. But if you do want extra content for 17, do check out my Patreon, as I have loads of Inside 17 videos, Going 17 videos, going back for almost a year now, so you can check that out. As well as on my Patreon, you can check out free content such as my TXT Melon Music Awards video, or you can check out my other series such as the Hot Blood series, Studio Tune videos that have been blocked such as the Peaches video, GS25, and music videos that will be blocked as well if they're part Japanese as well. So yes, if you want to check that out, Patreon ChrisStillBeTalkin, link down below. Otherwise, check out my 17 playlist. I'm so looking forward to this. We'll be checking out 17 dance ranking ranked by a dancer. I don't know how this is going to turn out. We're watching this together, so feedback down below, and also send traffic to the original link, which I'll leave down below in the description. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, what do they say here? Okay, yay, the Dreamcatcher dance ranking. Okay, so they've done Dreamcatcher dance ranking in the past, and then they did a poll and 17 hit 42%. I used to be a part of a crew called Crew 42, yeah, so I find that kind of interesting as well. Dance ranking, this is my opinion. I realized that as for a Christmas video, I'm reacting to a video that might stress you guys out. So honestly, don't stress out. Obviously, everyone's allowed to their own opinion. So leave your comments down below and as to why or why not you agree or disagree. Oh, Seungkwan and Joshua, 13 and 12? Well, okay, Seungkwan is a great vocalist, so another dance ranking where Bias Seungkwan is last place. With that being said, 17 fall into the same style of group dance-wise as groups like G-Friend or Luna, or IZ*ONE. These groups are known for the synchronized and perfected choreo, so much so that even their lower ranked members are still extremely competent dancers. I agree with this, but then you also need to remember as well that certain members like Seungkwan, who's freaking going all in, as you can see in this clip here. Okay. Oh, really? I don't need to pause it. We're just going to just read it along. Okay, weaknesses. I'm pausing it just in case because sometimes they just fly by. Weaknesses. Both Seungkwan and Joshua tie for last or least best technique. They also both have relatively low versatility and inconsistent facials. I disagree. I disagree, especially when they are not center. I don't know, man. Seungkwan, he's got, I don't know, man. Okay, maybe here Joshua's facial expressions are a bit better. Come on, look at Seungkwan's facial expressions here. Hey. Okay, Seungkwan and Joshua can overdance and underdance at random. I place Seungkwan 13th and Joshua 12th, as Seungkwan is more frequent overdancer than Joshua. Huh, okay, Seungkwan. Also, this isn't a video to send hate to the person who made this video. This is just for us. I don't know where I'm going with this. To just enjoy it, okay? So you can leave your opinions down below. Obviously, you can be emotional, but don't get angry, man. What the hell? Let's just watch. Strength. Seungkwan and Joshua still both have great isolations and stamina. They can still hold their own as dancers, even though they have only vocal, both variety, Seungkwan, or visual team responsibilities. Okay, yeah, so this is what I was saying about Seungkwan. Like, Seungkwan is such a, well, I don't know, man. It's hard to try and explain why. I don't know, you know. Alright, Mingyu and Wonwo are both Very tall for the K-pop industry with Mingyu at 187. 6'2". Jesus Christ. 6'2". I knew Mingyu looked tall, but 6'2". All right, I'm 182. Yeah. So that's a lot. That's my guy. Okay. 6'2", and one row is 182. So yeah, pretty much the same, which can unfortunately at times give off an illusion of poorer technique and placements. I'm gonna say this to anyone who says my dancing is a bit meh. I'm gonna be like, I'm 182, so it can't be helped. Where else? Oh, come on, look at one row, man. Ah, okay, strength. So however, Mingyu and Wonwo have worked very hard dance-wise due to 17's cover. Yeah, damn right, due to the 17's choreos, which has given Mingyu and Wonwo pretty solid technique, meaning that their longer limbs are not a serious disadvantage, especially since 2018. I don't know what you mean by longer limbs. If anything, longer limbs are like a great advantage, especially when you're looking at extensions with your arms going out there and you're watching a choreography live on stage. You have longer limbs, you create a bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who's making these rules. Look at him. So I think they're both in here. Okay. Weaknesses, however, is still a disadvantage as I most often see Mingyu and Wonwo shortcutting the choreo. The technique, isolations, agility, and facials are good. However, just not on the same level as 9th to 1st place. I don't know, Matt. So what was it? So the technique, isolation, agility. Okay, facials are good. Fair enough. I was about to say Wonwo's facial expressions here are pretty cool, and obviously Mingyu, Mr. Model over here. Literally, not even just because he's good looking, but he's freaking 6'2". So I feel like their facial expressions are doing really, really well. Obviously, we are looking at the dance ranking, so maybe. I'm trying to keep my eye on both of them. S.coups, you'll be very, very, very careful now. Very careful now. Very underrated within 17 for their dancing abilities. Okay, so see, when it comes to the dancing abilities, after doing reactions to what was it again, the relay dances, I went through like a whole relay dance binge earlier on, which you need to check that out. My relay dance reactions were doing great. We need more relay videos so I can get more views. But in general, like when I was doing reactions to that, and in the relay dances with 17 having so many members, we were able to see the individual members dance the parts of the songs without other members there and have their solo moments for the choreos, and I realized every single one of them killed it. And I remember, was it Left and Right? Might be one of the older ones. I think it was Nice. Vernon absolutely killed it. So I don't know, man. S.coups the leader is also I don't know. Okay, so although the technique is on slightly better than Mingyu and Wonwo, it again is not on the same level as 7th to 1st. S.coups and Vernon what? And decent isolations, facial agility, etc. Okay, so I don't think they should have put strengths and weaknesses like this because it's not being clear what the strengths and weaknesses is right here. I think S.coups does a great job though, so maybe that's me just being biased. Out of the two, S.coups tends to have more stage presence. I literally just said that. However, he can be a bit of an over dancer. Therefore, the better idol dancer. Therefore, the better. What? I can't read. Chris is reading right now. Out of the two, S.coups tends to have more stage presence. However, he can be a bit of an over dancer. Therefore, the better idol dancer. Guys, let me know your thoughts about this because I don't know. If you're an over dancer, does that make you a better dancer, or is quality and quantity more of a factor? Because obviously you can also look at it as, I see they're in the same group doing the same choreo, so I guess it's easier. But then I was going to try and do like a slight comparison to groups such as Enhypen's choreos versus TXT's choreos. As I did a reaction to the video yesterday, we saw that working together, they just blend. They were fucking phenomenal, and they could pretty much do any choreo. But I did mention yesterday I would love to see Enhypen do TXT's choreos and TXT do Enhypen's choreos, just to see if the different styles of choreos and executions would work okay. And this is one of the things where I'm seeing here where I'm like, 17's choreos are so crazy, and not even just like crazy in the sense of technique and everything, but just like the delivery, the passion, facial expressions, isolations. There's so many things that you have to take into account when you're a group like 17 who have standards that are so fucking high that it's like, are these really weaknesses, or is it because there's loads of members and somebody has to be in that position? I don't know. Vernon's more consistent and the better overall dancer. I guess I'm seeing the over dance aspect. I don't know. Junghan, let's go. Okay, from 2015 to 2019, I would have put Junghan around 10th to 9th. However, his dancing, as the kids say, as the kids say, I'm 30. I can say that. I don't know how old this person is. Has snapped in the last 2 years. Okay. So I've pretty much joined the Carrot fan base. I would say officially. I say officially. who's the Carrot gatekeeper? No, I would say probably officially in the past year, because I've been following them for over 2.5 years properly. But like actually knowing their names and everything after all the variety shows and music videos and dance practices and all this kind of stuff, I would say over the past years when I've really become a Carrot. Hey, dun. Let's go, Junghan. Strengths: Junghan has surprisingly good flexibility. I agree, as well as good isolations, agility, balance, and stage presence. I agree with that. Hey, okay, his technique is decent. However, what's wrong with me? Let me drink some of this coffee. However, he can be a bit of a let me put my coffee one sec. Under dancer. Oh, this coffee's disgusting. His placements also can be messy with them, then also leads to a lack of consistency. I don't know. I disagree. But then once again, I don't know if I'd be brave enough to even make a list like this, because I'll just put, like, it wouldn't even be 1 to 13, it'd be 5 to 1, and then everyone would just be in 5 to 1. Hey, I think he's doing a great job here. He's just smooth as fuck, that's all it is. We just can't appreciate the smoothness. DK. Okay. You gotta be very careful right now. You're talking about my bias, alright? So I'm gonna hold back. The current K-pop market, as of this video, is very dance-centered, 4th generation. Yeah. So we're talking the TXTs and Hypens, the Astros. Yeah, no. Did I just make a mistake? Arohos, let me know. Is Astro 4th generation? They seem quite young. Obviously, the Stray Kids and stuff. No. Oh, God. How long is the generation gap? Because obviously it's not 1 or 2 years. Because if we're talking 4 to 5 years, then yeah, Stray Kids, Astro, TXT, and Hypen would be in that section. But in Stray, I feel like I don't know. 17 being a 3rd generation group, yeah, DK could even be a lead dancer if he debuted in a 4th generation group. I don't really like when you do comparisons to generations. I mean, I did that. God, what's wrong with me? What I mean is, like, after I did my what's it called again? Tier listing. I was educated nicely by you guys. That's not English. Chris can't talk. I was well educated by you guys who let me know just about how dancing has changed through the generations. And for example, I think I might put Shiny in A, where I should have put them in S. And then I was kind of really told properly about how, I mean, I knew that Shiny were the reasons why, like, dance practices are so prominent. But I guess if you're looking at different groups back to back, certain groups might look better or sharper. But then what starts happening is then if you really look into it, the context behind the choreographies and what's been going on, it's like you can't really compare them just because some have been going for so long that you wouldn't have the fourth generation dancing as they dance if it wasn't for the third or for the second, you know, for the TXTs, no, for the TV, from the TVXQs, you know what I mean, the Super Juniors coming in and just fucking the 2 PMs and stuff like that. So it's 2 p.m., but that's just in my mind. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that because I'm just trying to be a bit more careful with comparing generations to generations. I mean, he's a great dancer, so boom, boom. DK surprisingly good sense of rhythm. That was loud. Sense of rhythm as well as very good isolations, agility, and balance. No balance. Oh, this is what. Ooh. Weaknesses from 2015 to 2019. I would have DK pegged for 5th or 4th on the list. However, I've noticed the DK stage presence and facials have not been as strong as they used to be back when 17 did more consistently brighter, lighter concepts. Well, you just answered your own question. It's okay, Chris. It's okay, Chris. Don't get angry. Don't get. Also, creator of this video, I'm not getting angry. I'm just trolling. Also, DK's my bias, so I did warn you that I might have a little triggering moment here. I thoroughly disagree with what you said, but then again, from 2015 to 2019, I wasn't watching 17 videos then, so I haven't really watched it in chronological order as such as you would have done. I might need to actually do that maybe one day, just go through the choreos in year order and see how they've changed and see what dancers have improved and whatnot. But I disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree. I think his facial expressions are there when needed. Because who the fuck wants to see someone all grinning and smiling during like a sad kind of love song, or like they've matured? So, sorry, I'm just ranting. I'm just going to stop. There's more weaknesses. Okay, he does have, okay, great technique and facials. Okay, I was going to freaking say. However, due to his under dancing, they have not been on display as much. Or it could just be that because the other members who have been improving are now getting more spotlight, we're seeing less of his facial expressions and more of other members who have improved, like the members from earlier. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm triggered. They have not been on display as much, and he shines the brightest with his singing, main vocalist, and is with a writing. Okay, I'll give you that, but I wholeheartedly disagree. Woozy. Okay. I'm going to see where you put him. I would have put DK above Woozy, personally. Not because of necessarily anything really. I just feel like Woozy shines way more when it comes to the vocalist. I mean, DK's got amazing vocals, but I would say like if it was like out of like, I don't know, 10, I would give like 1 more point to DK for the dancing and 1 more point to Woozy for the vocals, but they'd be literally pretty much the same amount of points. That makes sense. Woozy's dancing as of this video is an above average 3rd gen lead dancer and an average 4th gen lead. Once I said this a second ago, I'm not a fan of like these comparisons of that. Them pops though. Okay, which kind of makes sense as he had a dancing related position way back in the lineup with Tempest, who disbanded in 2012 before the debut. Okay, so that's the thing with 17. I think one of the reasons why I love 17 is because like I'm gonna compare it to me, but 1 second. So when I was in college, our dance crew, we had like we had like a lot of members. We had like 10 to 15 members, and what you'd find is because we would try to do loads of different dance battles and different kind of competitions and stuff and shows, we would make it so that like everyone could do something dance style 6 or 7 out of 10, and then you'd have okay, I don't know, 5 out of 10. Everyone could do 5 out of 10, which is there. Okay, and then you'd have the few who could do maybe 7 or 8 out of 10, and maybe one of us that could do 10 out of 10. So all of us could break dance to the basic level. All of us could do house dancing to a basic level. All of us, this is back then. All of us could do pop into a basic level. All of us could do lock into a basic level. All of us could do house to a basic level. All of us could do crump into a basic. Do you know what I mean? So. And then at certain points of the performances or the choreos, then certain people who have a higher quality in that style would be in the front of center. And then, so that might be like the 2 or 3 members who are like actually crumpers would be at the front and they would lead the crumping choreo. Or the house dancers, the houses, they would be the ones who'd lead that kind of choreo. So connecting that to 17, I really appreciate that, because when I'm watching 17, it's like, rah, all of you can sing to like a very high level. All of you can dance to a very high level. They can all do stuff to a high level, which makes it quite hard to then compare anyone in 17 together. But that's just my opinion. Also, do I need to check out Tempest content? Strengths. Woozi has an amazing sense of rhythm as well as seriously good isolations. He also shines with his fluidity, agility, consistency, and versatility. Damn. I mean, he does, but yeah, damn. Also because he produced the freaking song. So the music is in his veins, literally. The more you understand music, if you can dance and you also make music, it's a wrap, because your connection to music is going to be on a high different level. Dancers who listen to music all the fucking time, their musicality, beat killing, is just going to be something else. And if you're making music for your own team and you're listening to it all the fucking time and you're dancing to it, of course. Although still good, his technique is not as developed as Fourth to First. Dancing is not just from the neck down, as Woozi has very limited facials. He doesn't have very limited facials. I disagree with that. I disagree. He has a lot of facials, and it's just like he chooses when to show those facials, if that makes sense. So like I think he knows that there are other members who are more expressive. So unless there's a specific moment where he needs to show that, or he's in the center, then he will. But if he's on the side, he's not the kind of person that kind of wants loads of attention to shine on him. Whereas on someone like DK, who's obviously a lot taller, and is a lot more like comedic and has so much energy, there's always going to be attention on him. So I feel like someone like him has to consistently have an expressive face, because it's like, well, you're standing out, so you better fucking have a good facial expression. Jeez, I told you, he made the song. Okay, I think it's incredible that 17 has this many dancers that can seriously hold their own, and we have not even started to talk about the members with the dance-related positions yet. Wow. What was that? I got problems. June's dancing skills above average for both 3rd gen and 4th gen K-pop idol dancers. Okay. I said how I feel about those kind of connections. I love this song. Done. Woo! Oh, we might have to have a 17 listening party, guys. We might have to. Fuck me, man. I just love that. It chills down my spine hearing fellow carrots just going, let's bring this back. Nah, I was going to press that button, but I'll bring it back by 30 seconds. Let's bring it back to here. Listen to the vocals also. Okay, focus, Chris. June has very limited facials. He's fantastic for sensual concepts. However, during more intense concepts, June's facials can become rigid. He only looks bored on stage. Alright. No, I'm taking that back. Alright, so I fucking disagree with that, okay? He has facial expression. It's just not everyone is just bright, you know? It's just, like, his thing is making it just a bit more, like, you know, sensual, somber. Like, he's got more of that, like... I could see June being the kind of person who would age finely in the K-pop industry, like groups like 2 PM. Do you know what I mean? Like, just because he's so kind of like suave, that I feel like he can grow into his role, grow into his face. That like with his dancing and his energy and his persona, like it's already kind of like, you know, it's kind of chic, you know. So I don't know. I don't think that's a weakness. I think that's just a trait of his. Just like DK's trait is to be a lot more facially expressive. June is to not be. So I don't know whether you should class that as a strength or weakness, especially as it helps out a lot in his music videos. Does it help out in the dancing? I don't know. That's what we can talk about. So once again, discussions down below, guys. I don't, as you can tell, I disagree with some of these things in here. So if you disagree with me or you agree with that, let me know. June also has undeveloped isolations from the waist up, hips down, and hips down. Wait, that's his whole body. June has also undeveloped isolations from the waist up and hips down. They're great. Okay, I was gonna say what? However, June can be very stiff around his hips and waist. Dun 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 dun. Okay, side note, I'm gonna just use this time to promote June's Chinese single album. Can You Sit By My Side, because the playlist never did. The song is linked in the description and some promotion for it is long overdue. Nice. Home. What's next? The 8 here. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so it's obviously D8 Dino and then Hoshi is going to be number 1. Is at the point of this where we enter main lead dancer material. Despite being a 3rd gen lead dancer, D8's skills are up there with the standard K-pop idol 4th gen main dancer. I don't give a shit. Okay, like he's an amazing dancer. Stop, like, God, I'm getting stressed. Just because it's like, it's no. Okay, like I'm gonna try and I learned. Not even gonna try. I learned from you guys in my tier list video about the importance of just how good each of them are in their generations. But directly comparison generation to generation is a bit annoying personally. But yeah, I'm just getting triggered for no reason. So maybe I'm totally in the wrong for being triggered. But if any of you are also like, no, that I agree with you, Chris, just right, I agree with you, Chris, because, and I know what you're talking about. Okay, strength. D8 is very similar to June, meaning he has awesome versatility, agility, fluidity, stamina, and a great sense of balance and rhythm. Okay. That sounds like a lot of strengths. I just realized through listening to this song how much I just miss 17 songs. I just do. Okay, the 8's isolations are also more developed and consistent compared to June. The 8 is also the best b-boy in 17 by a large margin. So, I think there's quite a gap then. Oh, what's going on in my video? Okay, the 8 can be an overdancer at times. Come on, no. Like June. Sorry, this is me calming myself down. I feel like Doctor Strange was like, Also like June, the 8 has limited facial expressions and often looks bored on stage. Do you know what it is? I don't think he's bored on stage. It's that the choreo or what he's doing is quite easy to him. I think that's what it is. What the fuck? Sorry, I just fucking so much chaos around me. I think he's got the Saitama thing where it's like, as a breakdancer, the things you do as a b-boy, are so complicated that probably when he's doing other choreos, it's like, shit, I'm used to doing things at such a high speed and like, I mean, they have fast choreos, but like some of the choreos might just be like just cash for him. It might just be cash. I don't know. I don't think he's bored. I just think that he's probably so used to just doing b-boy or I don't know, that it might just look cash. I don't think it's cash. Also, the video is frozen. side note, and because the China line gets so little love from playlists, I'ma also leave a song in the description that was sung and partly written by the Eight, because these boys deserve some kind of promotion. The song is a Chinese version of the song made from the drama The King Eternal Monarch. You can hear the vocals in the background. Dino is still above average for a K-pop idol main dancer. He's also the best hip-hop dancer within 17. Okay, above average. I don't like the term above average. It makes it sound like I think Dino's well above average, personally. But then again, I don't know what they're trying to say here, because what does that even mean? Don't. I love that. I love the home choreo. Dino has bloody amazing. You know it's serious when they write bloody amazing agility, fluidity, stamina, sense of balance, rhythm, power, freestyle, and choreographing abilities. Also, his isolations and placement are absolutely out of this world. What's just one weakness going to be something bare random? Jesus song, okay. My only two critiques for Dino is, one, he's a bit of an over... What the fuck is an over dancer? Like, I get it, but no. But no. You know? But no. Because you can say over dancing, then there's under dancing. So, unless you mean the standard is Hoshi, and anyone who goes faster or slower than Hoshi is over and under, then I'll think about it, but... his flow is not as versatile as first place. I don't know, man. Of course. Okay. Hoshi's not only a top K-pop idol main dancer, but he's also one of the top K-pop choreographers. Bang bang! Gang gang gang! Hey! What? Hoshi does not under or over dance, is not under or over dancer. Oh, sorry. And is amazing consistent. That English gave me a headache, but I get what you're trying to say. It goes without saying he has fantastic facials, stage presence, agility, balance, stamina, isolations, and ranked first at technique in 17. Well, yeah, because he choreographs like freaking 80% of the choreos, then of course. Woohoo! He's got hard pops as well, man. Hard hits. Strengths. And like I said before, Hoshi's the top tier choreographer. Anyone can go home and learn a dance, but not everyone can go home and choreograph, especially not at Hoshi's level. Man, I should get that tattooed somewhere. But that'd be like a long ass tattoo. Imagine you trying to read that. It's like around. One second, let me just turn your wrist around again. Oh, sorry, turn around again. But yeah, I agree with this statement. So much so to the point of where anyone can learn. I've said this quite a few times in my dance practices. Anyone can learn a choreography, but it's how you execute it is where it goes different. Because it's like you can learn a choreography and then you just perform it, and you can learn a choreography and then you can execute it on a different level. Like, for example, let's just say Lei or Kai's performances. Yeah, that's just like. You know what I'm trying to say? You can do the choreo, but then you can do it like Lei or Kai, and you'd be like, that's how you execute it. Or you can learn a choreo and then you can execute it like TXT or Hyper, and you're like, that's just different. Or anything that Stray Kids do. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm trying to say? So I agree with this, especially the choreographing part. That's actually quite hard, because it's like you're not just a choreographer, but you need to remember it yourself, and then you need to then be able to show it at a standard high enough that when your other colleagues or idols are learning it, that you are hella confident. Because I've been doing more choreographies at work in my dance classes, and even I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, it's good. Ooh. Jeez, look at Hoshi. Due to Hoshi's flow within 17, June is the best soft dancer, modern dance, lyrical, etc. Dino is the best hard dancer, hip hop, crumping, etc. And DA is the best b-boy. However, okay, Hoshi still. I don't know why that was underneath weaknesses, but okay, Hoshi still holds his own in all those styles. Hoshi was often called jack of all trades when it comes to dance. A lot of people think that this term is an insult as they continue. It's jack of all trades, master of none. Look at those hips. And to that, I would ask you to finish with saying a jack of all trades, master of none is oftentimes better than a master of one. Hoshi's still a top tier main dancer and a master of choreography though. Just stop shaming jack of all trades. I'm a jack of all trades. I'm like, I used to really stress out at that. So much so that my Instagram was Chris of all trades because I'm just kind of above average in everything, but I'm not great in everything. So, or in one thing. So that was always something that kind of like hurt me as I was growing up because I was like, man, if only my ADHD, my ADD wouldn't fucking bounce me all over the walls. I could just focus on like one thing, but I'd focus on so many things and I'd be pretty good at so many things, but then there'd be a few people in my class who'd be amazing at one thing and I'm like, ah man, I wish I could do that. But then they'd be like, well, no, Chris, you can do a lot of things. I can only do one thing. And I'm like, yeah, but I wish I was great at one thing, you know? So I totally understand what this about this sentence. And okay, I've mentioned this before, but as of this video, over the past few months, I've been dealing with some. Okay, so well, let's move on. Thank you, Raven. That was a lot of fun. I know that was a bit different to what I normally do and longer than what I normally do, but I felt like I haven't done a 17 video in a while. So carrots, if you enjoy this video, share this video, like this video, comment in this video. Feel free to leave your own opinions as well, you know, as a Christmas gift for myself. If you enjoy it, make sure you subscribe and share. There will be more 17 content coming in the future, 100%. Sorry that it's been a minute since I've done some 17 content, but you know how Christmas is, winter is, and all that kind of stuff. Why am I doing this? What's wrong with me? So yeah, if you want more content from myself, check out my Patreon, Chris is Talkin. As a reminder, every day I've been pretty much uploading a video a day on Patreon for K-popmas. Every day I upload on YouTube, I upload on Patreon. And yeah, recommendations and requests down below in the comment section, to my Instagram, to my Twitter, to my Patreon, and they're all Chris is Talkin, so it should be nice and easy. If you guys celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. If you don't, I hope you guys enjoy the holidays, and I'll see you guys soon. Chris will be talking. Peace.